Yeah. Is it live or no?
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to make sure I can see it.
Yeah, you should be able to pull it up.
Okay. All right, there it is. That's not
straight.
It's like, yeah, I'm about to say that's crooked. Ladies and gentlemen, we're having some technical difficulties today. Riverside isn't working, so we're trying to makeshift this real quick, so we can get on here and at least do something. I mean, that's probably better. It's just not as cute. You know, it's just not. I mean, yeah. There we go. Yeah, it's probably better. Yeah, man, we're having some issues. Riverside's not working, so now we got to go straight to YouTube. Oh yeah, turn that. That's.
Huh? Oh, that TV?
Yeah.
Nah, it's fine.
All right, we're on it.
I'm gonna be on here forever.
Yeah.
We only have one camera angle.
Yeah, I know. It's
We
weird.
probably don't even need.
I mean, we could just talk to each other. I mean, you know,
We're just hanging out. This isn't even going to be a real episode anymore.
It just is what it is, man.
Because there's only one camera angle.
Right, it's only one.
I blame Riverside. So you guys leave a negative review. Sean called me. This is gonna be live.
Oh gosh, you got Sean on the real deal.
Oh, baby, you're live on there.
Good old Jonathan.
He just called. Hey, you're live on air. What do you have to tell the podcast? Oh yeah. What the fuck? Bye.
Yeah, no, we can't have that. Whatever he said, we can't have it.
Episode deleted.
We cannot have that.
This mother.
Okay. Yeah, man, we apologize wholeheartedly for this, but it is what it is, man. We're here. We gotta keep it rolling, man.
2 hours. Like an hour late.
Yeah,
but literally, we only have one camera angle because Riverside is down. And it's only on YouTube. So I guess we just figured that we can connect everything straight to YouTube and just live stream straight on YouTube. And yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
We said we'll show up every Saturday, and we at least showed up a little bit late, but
yeah, we've been fighting with this thing for a little bit here.
Bro, we can't even get an agent. We can't
even get it because they said they got a high volume rate. It's high volume right now. They got a lot of people having problems. Nobody's giving podcasts today.
Nobody can record.
This is crazy.
Nobody can record, bro.
This is outrageous. I mean, all right. Well, while we're here, man, let's have some fun.
Yeah, I guess we're gonna still talk about something.
Yeah, let's talk about something.
Next week we're gonna talk about cheating. But that episode, today's episode is what we dropping? Navigating breakups. And then we'll go over cheating next week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. After we read that chapter of the book too. So we have a little bit more to talk about. Yeah, today we're just gonna
run through this real quick, man.
Randomly.
By the way, I read 20 pages of the book.
20. That's
20 pages.
I'm actually behind schedule. I wanted to read a book a month, and we're about to be in month 7, and I think I'm on book 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Almost done with book 5, I think. That's what it is, book 5. Yeah.
Look at you, man. That's pretty good.
The first 4 months I finished 4, but now it's like life be life, man. Definitely does do that.
Life
be life, and let me join on my phone so it looks like we're cool and we have a lot of views.
There you go. All right. Well, while you're doing that, you want me to get into this thing here? I found a story.
We're gonna. Yeah. Is it as sad as the last one? We just talk about one of my stories. To be honest.
we don't have to.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, man, I found a story. This I don't know. The title looks pretty interesting.
Why does it not show that I'm in here?
What do you mean?
Yeah, let's listen to it. What is the title?
I, 28 male, don't think I want to marry my girlfriend, 28 female anymore. Do I break up?
Oh, that's a pretty good one.
Yeah.
I might make if I like it enough, I might make it an episode.
I mean, why not? We can do what we want.
All right, so the male, wants to break up with the girlfriend.
Well, he doesn't think he wants to marry her anymore.
Oh, he's 28.
He's
How long have they been together?
Well, I haven't gotten there yet, man. You got to start reading the story.
I guess I'll put some headphones on so we look official.
All right.
But these chords.
Yeah, I know it's a lot of chords.
All right, that's just actually loud.
Yeah, I can turn it down. All right. Whatever you want to
turn me down, man. Turn me down.
All right, I got you.
Turn me down. It's like, what's this guy doing?
Oh wait, no, that's your mic. All right, so yeah. So I 28 male, don't think I want to marry my girlfriend 28 female anymore. Do I break up? So I 28 male have been dating my girlfriend for 5 years now. We met each other senior year in college and have been together since. How beautiful. At first, our relationship was going pretty great. We generally match well together. Both more introverted, both have similar interests, have good sexual chemistry. I admire her and respect her and love her.
That's where they messed up. They had sex before marriage.
We've been through a lot together. COVID-19, deaths in the family, job, career struggles, family issues, and we still stuck together. How beautiful. But certain things are popping out more than before, and I'm beginning to want to leave rather than hold on to hope things will change. There was a time I wanted to marry her, but there are reasons I'm reconsidering. Let's get into it. For instance, comparing our relationship to my friends and her friends.
Oh,
yep.
Get
Get it out of there.
Rule number one. Why are you comparing it to somebody else's relationship?
Comparison is the thief of joy. I think that was in the Bible, bro.
Yeah, and who's to say that those relationships are good?
You have no idea what they're like when they're not around you.
On IG stories.
Yeah. So
other than that, yeah, that's a little crazy.
So she says our friends are either engaged or living together in their own apartments. However, due to my girlfriend's circumstances at home, we are unable to do so. Her mother had a stroke and had the beginning stages of dementia before she started college. Is bound to her bed, and my girlfriend is her primary caregiver. Makes sense. My girlfriend's father left and moved to a different state and can't help her. Jesus. She stated that if we moved in together, that her mother would be living with us in a spare room and we'd have to care for her. I feel horrible for saying this, but I just don't feel comfortable with that idea. That's tough. I mean, part of being with somebody in family is like sacrifices. That stuff comes with it. So if you're not ready for it.
I think the real question is, should she marry him?
No, well, she doesn't know he has these problems.
Yeah. Well, this situation is extremely specific. So all she's got to do is check out Reddit, and she's going to know it's about her.
Wait a second.
So, I think the question, should she marry him? Because
at this point,
I think when you're picking a life partner, you got to understand that life partner has to be there for you.
Yeah.
Most likely when your parents die.
Yeah.
So that's something to think about. Is like, how are they going to be there for you? And it already sounds like this guy,
he's checking out.
Yeah, her mom has dementia and stuff. So when you're picking a life partner, this is something that you got to think about. Hopefully it's way down the line, but that's the person that obviously besides Jesus Christ, but that's like the physical person that you're going to have to confide in once your parents do die.
Yeah.
So I think the real question is, should she be marrying him? Which,
it's funny. I was watching Divorce Court. Watch a lot of Divorce Court is very entertaining, but
I bet it is. Yeah, I'm happy on that.
One episode they were talking about how he had to go somewhere to take care of his family, and his girl was like mad and was like refusing to go and all this other stuff, and she was like, "That's not my family. That has nothing to do with me." And I was like, "Oh."
It's just people
that's crazy
getting in these relationships with low emotional intelligence and having sex and then thinking that lust is love, and then the emotions get involved, and then they like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be with this person, but at the end of the day, like, it's really not a good person.
I think also they're not considering the broader scope that when you're marrying somebody, everything with them comes there. So if your family is jacked up,
to become one,
some people would not marry you because your family is jacked up.
Yeah, those are all things to take into consideration when you're marrying people as well.
Yeah.
Just because you think you love somebody doesn't mean they're a good person. And I was actually talking to this chick the other night. I'm like therapist, I'm literally like, just because we post all these relationship stuff, people think that like I'm an expert, which I guess I am. I failed. I guess I'm a lot smarter than most men in relationships. But anyway, she was like talking about her ex and was like, yeah, he's not a bad guy, but he does this and this and this. I'm like,
that sounds terrible.
I'm like, so a good guy with bad intentions, what does that make him?
Right.
It makes him
Yeah.
a bad person. Yeah.
Half of being a good person is your intentions.
She's like, he took my dog and he's posting it a lot. So he's probably using it to pick up women. I'm like, that's exactly what he's doing 100%. But he's not a bad guy.
Oh my god.
I'm like, why are you still watching this? And why do you even know that?
What?
I was like, no. This is the part where you need to let it
to-
fully go and start
Yeah.
healing. You shouldn't even know what he's doing at this point
Yeah, that's
in the
crazy.
stage, because this was she was saying that this like at the end of last year or something. And but he's not a bad guy. I'm like,
I
well, his
don't
intent.
know.
What's his intent?
Yeah.
What's the intent? Look at someone's intentions. That's how you're going to know if they're a good person or a bad person.
He doesn't seem great.
Yeah. So obviously, like, there's still an emotional tie and an emotional attachment there. But I was just trying to give her a little bit of logic, because
Yeah.
even when you get out of relationships, you still don't fully use.
Yeah.
I'm talking about myself. You still don't fully use logic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know.
because you still care about the person.
Right.
So that's what I was trying to. It's easier to give other people
that advice and then follow it.
than follow it, because emotions happen, and you're like, no, they're a good person or whatever.
Just
and
part of the business, man.
then like, wait, hold up.
Yeah. So continue. So he says, her family also just doesn't like me. My girlfriend's mom likes me. However, her sister has never liked me. Same with her aunts and some cousins. My girlfriend recently said it's because they are racist towards me because I am white. I don't want to marry into a family that completely prejudges me based on my race, and to possibly bring children into that question mark. Yeah, that's also something to consider. If you are especially interracial dating. I don't know. He didn't say. Doesn't seem like he said that yet. I don't know what she is, but they don't like him because he's white. So I don't know. That's interesting.
No, if that's fully true.
Yeah, well, that's what all I have is what he's saying. I don't know. He might just be a bad person.
I know. That's that. From what he's saying, it comes with the intent behind things, and then he's already thinking this, and then that happens, and then that's just another excuse or reason why not to
be there. He's looking for a reason to get out of there.
And he's trying to justify it with himself, so he doesn't. And obviously that's why he's coming to posting on a Reddit forum too. He's trying to justify it in his head to make it okay for him to leave a girl that he loved or once loved,
and who's going through all of these things
in a time when she needs him the most. So he does. Yeah,
I get where.
So you gotta see how the guy logic works, where he's trying to not take ownership. You know what I'm saying? And that just comes from low emotional intelligence and just thinking like, oh yeah, I don't have this kind of same feeling for it because all these things are happening. And he's like, yeah, I just don't want to be there. If you cared about her, you care about all of her and all of her problems.
Yeah, especially after 5 years together. Like this isn't if this is a new thing, I get why these things might be problems, but after 5 years, it's like
I think he's just trying to find. He's trying to make.
He's just not ready. He's not ready for that.
Not with her.
Not with her.
And he's trying to make it make sense for himself in his head, which I think if you have to question it, then the answer's already no.
Interesting.
Because God's not going to send you somebody that you have to question anything, and if you're questioning it, there's a reason.
That's interesting statement. I feel like you should have questions.
He's not going to send you somebody where you're going to have to question whether the relationship is for you or not.
Interesting.
No, I have to find a Bible.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to find some scripture regarding that.
There's some scripture somewhere.
Yeah, I'm sure. Okay,
but there's no dating in the Bible.
Yeah,
so it's also just
there is.
Does it talk about?
But it doesn't. What is not? It's not described as dating. Like the woman at the well who was dating other women's husbands. Adultery. Sure, but she was dating nonetheless. But and well, I guess they talk about prostitutes as well, but they weren't dating, I guess.
That's paying for service.
Yeah. So he goes on to say,
I know what the definition is. Don't say I know.
No, I was just saying. Yeah.
I know what the definition is now.
He then goes to say, my girlfriend, in part due to her caring for her mother for so long, has sacrificed so much. Her career goals changed. She was never able to get a driver's license, so I have to drive her almost everywhere. Go take her to get a license.
Why can't she? Oh, I guess Uber because
Yeah.
money.
Just get it. Okay. We live about 45 to 50 minutes away from each other, even though we went to college and we both walked at graduation. She never got her diploma, and it's been 5 years and she still doesn't have her degree. Therefore, she can't use it to get whatever job she's qualified for. She works part-time jobs and uses the money on food, her mom, and her house. And for the rest, I chip in. Again, I feel bad, but all this feels like so much of a burden. But then again, I can only imagine how she must feel.
There, exactly what we were talking about. He feels the burden, but he don't want to destroy her for leaving.
Yeah,
but he's already checked out. He's just trying to find some logic. But yeah, homie's already done. You gotta.
I think a part
you
of
gotta
this,
go. If she's not, she's mentally not his problem right now. So
I think a lot of these problems are a lack of foresight, because if you've been together for 5 years, all of these things have been happening, and so like to be surprised that this is where you are when for the last 5 years, she wasn't getting a license, that she was having, and we've done nothing to try and, figure that out. And you're acting like, wow, this is just a lot right now. Well, it's been that. You know what I'm saying? So now it's just all crashing.
He's not emotionally in it. I've been in 2 relationships where I've had to drive girls around.
Oh, yeah, but I've been in one of those.
And there was one where I was like super annoyed about it.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was one where I would do it.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter how far.
Yeah, I think we talked about that.
Yeah. So it's like, it didn't matter how far. You want me to drive you to I'll drop you off in Miami? Yeah.
Yeah, you're a wild boy. I hate
so,
driving.
Yeah. But it just comes to like the level of love that you have for the person or how much you care about that person. So it's like one of them, I got annoyed about it. So, and that's the one that started with lust. You know what I'm saying? And the other one didn't start with lust, and I didn't get annoyed with it.
Right, but there were other issues.
I'm just talking about the one thing about the car, and the feeling about it. I'm just saying he's already mentally checked out.
Yeah, he's gone.
And
he's gone.
He's just trying. He doesn't want to be the villain of this story. He's trying to figure out how to not be the villain of this story.
Yeah,
but
there's no good way to leave a woman as she's taking care of her demented mother.
First of all, there's no good way to leave a woman after 5 years, regardless. But
you can figure it out.
You just can't feel bad and let it keep going on for another 5 years,
especially if you feel that way at that
point. He's already mentally checked out. Got to get up out of there.
Yeah. So he says, then whenever we call each other or talk, it's always something negative or sad. We talk about our day's interest in what we did, what we want to do, etc. But for the past few years, she's been more anxious and depressed, and it's starting to really affect our relationship, which she's acknowledged. And I understand it's not her fault. Of course, issues with her family, not helping or supporting, and her mom, her dad trying to help her from states away, other things because of work and our distance makes it difficult to be with one another a lot. Maybe we see each other 1 to 2 times a week. Our sex life is practically non-existent. My friends and family have noticed the change in my overall attitude and have mentioned maybe my girlfriend and I take a break. I've just been more unhappy and uncertain for the future, and I feel myself falling out of love. I can't help but wonder if it's better to move on. I guess the grass isn't always greener and all, but the grass just seems more yellow, I guess.
I think that relationships expire, and I think it's okay to admit that. Not every relationship you get in lasts a lifetime. Most of them last a season. And this season is coming to an end. Sometimes the season is 5 years, sometimes it's 6 years, sometimes it's 5 months. So
I think some of them will be 5 months. I think that for him, I think he really needs to reevaluate what he wants, because
outside of the relationship, he's already checked out. He's got to.
Well, I mean in general, because let's say he doesn't want to be with her. That's cool. It is what it is. Maybe he should probably get out of that. But when you date somebody else, they're going to have problems too. And so if the problems in her life that really aren't affecting him, they're just affecting the relationship that he's in. If the
Mhm.
problems in your significant other's life is you can't find a way to everybody's gonna have problems. Your significant other is gonna have their own life where things that they're gonna deal with. If that's not something that you're ready to deal with, then you're just in general not ready to be in a relationship. That's just the fact of the matter.
Yeah, no, he's definitely checked out. He's definitely done.
Yeah, that's tough.
When you gotta cut, it is a tough situation because you really don't want to feel like the bad guy. I would hate to be in that situation, especially he's like 28. Yeah, so he's a little
28.
little bit older, but I was still like people pleaser around that age. So it's like it makes it even more difficult. But I think yeah, you got to cut the cord because 28, you're gonna let another 2-3 years go by. 31, 32, now you're my age and going through a breakup. Just get through it now. So in 2 years, you might be good to go, ready to get back out there. But yeah, he's got to cut the cord. He's literally
He's
coming
already
to Reddit
out.
trying to see. He wants somebody to make him feel good
He wants
about
somebody to
doing
tell him,
it.
yes, you should leave.
Yeah, you should leave. You're not the bad guy, but hey, you are the villain of her story.
You are certainly going to be and it's going to be usually that's going to be well deserved.
Yeah, it's going to be great for both of them.
Yeah.
Not at the start of it, but it's going to be the start of hopefully a great inner journey for them that's going to produce a lot of growth.
Yeah, I mean,
And if they do it right, it's going to hurt, but it's going to produce a lot of growth for them.
yeah,
So,
that poor girl.
it'll be all right.
I mean, she'll get through it. She got other stuff to worry about, unfortunately.
Oh yeah,
but,
yeah, she's going to
what I'm
have to.
saying? But yeah, that's tough.
100%.
But yeah, that's the story.
That's the
it's
story. That's
interesting.
alive. It's not going to be an episode because Riverside, that's the streaming service that we use.
Yeah,
And they decided that they wanted to not work today.
it's killing me. Oh wow, what is this?
So hopefully they give us a discount or we move into StreamYard.
yeah, we'll figure that out.
No, this is a good story. Save it for the next one.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was scrolling.
Is
through
it a
this
cheating
one.
story?
No.
Oh.
This says, "Am I the a-hole for being brutally honest with my friend about why women don't like him?" That looked interesting.
Yeah, we'll say that for next time.
Yeah.
We'll say that for next time. But yeah, this is not an episode. So if you're watching this on YouTube, this is the only place that you'll be able to see this episode. We're not clipping it. We're not doing any of that. Just on YouTube.
Just run it in, baby.
Just run it in. Follow us on IG, Real Deal Convos, TikTok, Real Deal Convos, or YouTube. You're already on it.
Yeah.
The YouTube is the same. The same name on YouTube is the same for Spotify and Apple Podcasts. And that's all.
That's all, baby.
That's it. Till next time.
Hopefully,
our stuff's working.
Hopefully
our stuff's working. Good thing we're an episode ahead, so like we're good. So we don't ain't got to meet to actually film another episode. But Riverside, get it together. But all right, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next week.
Woo!